Don't focus on the things you cannot control. Don't focus on the things you cannot control because you're wasting all your energy. And then there's a wonderful things in a Stoics philosophies and what you can control, what you cannot control. Can you control tomorrow's weather? Can you control your boss' behavior and how he is acting on you? Can you control where you are born? Can you control tomorrow's accidents which may happen on your way? Can you control other person's attitude, other people's feelings, how you are born, natural disasters, weather forecast, how others treat you, how others feel about you? When people die, Corona, for example, caused many deaths, was not under your control. So the list can go on the things which you cannot control. What you can control is how you react to each and every situation which comes your way. The first and foremost thing is your attitude towards all the things. The second important thing is your desires. And third important thing is action. And the list can go on things that which you can control. Putting goals, working towards it, things which is in your control. But let's take one step at a time. Attitude is the most important self-control or things that which you need to control. Suppose if someone says something bad to you, make some negative comments, how you do, what you do, how you respond matters. You can take everything personally and then you can go on a depression. Oh, poor me, poor that, poor this, poor that, all circumstances you can blame. They're, putting the labels on you in any ways, and then you put yourself, more labels on yourself, and then you put yourself down. End of the day, you need to come out of it, because unless until you come out of it, no one is going to help you to come out of it. So make sure your attitude determines your aptitude. That's one. And your desires. Desires is the most important thing which can drain you. And we are human beings, and I'm equally being guilty of many desires I had, I have, I will have. Now what is important is that at least having an observation of that particular desire is right or wrong, and sometimes it just takes time for you to come out of it. And I'm not saying that I'm the perfect person, a perfect example who is living by all the philosophical guidances. No. When I get bored, I wanted to eat chips. That's a desire. Sometimes I want to have a beer. You see? I used to smoke, but then it took a long way, a lot of efforts in order for the desire to go away by itself. You see, it's work in progress. No one is perfect. And then when you reach to that perfection stage, and then I believe not by force, but slow steps towards of going or achieving what's good or what's bad and what's the best way forward, and then you will achieve that. And then that's a good progress. Observation, awareness is a good progress already itself. Oh, I don't want to smoke. That's a good awareness. I don't want to drink. That's a good awareness. But can it happen in overnight? Absolutely not. So you really need to have that controlling the desires. And then desires is the one of the worst enemies you can have. because that determines the entire your life most of the time. Because the decisions we take based on the desires. And this is not a small thing that you can control overnight. Looking at a woman, looking at a man. Oh, this is a woman of my life. That's a woman of my life. See, what is driving you is a desire. I need a Lamborghini. I need a Bugatti. I need a wonderful car driven by desire. I wanted to eat pizza today. I wanted to drink Coke today. I wanted to eat all the junk food. The desire, driven by desire. How it happens, when it happens, where it happens. It could be visual expressions. It could be people next to you, neighbors or friends who is going with that, and somehow you eventually develop a desire to have it. Having a wonderful house is a desire. Don't confuse yourself desire to a dream. Desires are something that you can control when temptations arise. If you control the desire, perhaps that is going to be your greatest strength. Looking at it and asking yourself, is it really necessary? So you're controlling your attitude, or how you action and reacting with an attitude. And you need to have a control on your desires. And then the list can go on. I can give you 100 lists of things. But you need to have an eye and an observation to see, oh, okay, you know what? Awareness is something that, okay, every day you're eating a junk food and your appearance is changing eventually. And they got to have a control to decide to say with our emotions, saying, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do because this is where I'm getting and this is where I'm heading. You're in debt. You don't have enough money. Why even you reach to a point of a debt? Because you decided to buy a car, a lavish car, so you decided to buy a house without even considering the implications of the EMIs you are paying. So everything has to come down to controlling emotions and controlling your desires, and most importantly, controlling your attitude. And I'm not saying those are the easy things to control, but at the same time, as long as you have an awareness of what you can control and what you cannot control, natural disasters, things which is beyond your control, is you it's not in your control, obviously. The things what you can control is something that you really need to work hard in order to be in line with your the way of life you want to lead. And it's not an easy process and it's not going to happen one day. But as long as you first determine what you can control and what you cannot control, and second important thing is being aware of already, and you're in a great shape. And the working towards of achieving it is something that you can work on. It's a work in progress, and no one is perfect. And as long as you are moving in the direction, things will happen best for you. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead. Thank you.